All right, everybody. Hey, and welcome to the With Phillip Garcia show. Yep. Nope. It's all good. We're gonna get it fixed.
We're not gonna get it fixed.
Today's guest is Darian Irwin. He's a stand-up comic right now. He's based out of Austin, Texas, originally from Nashville, Tennessee. It's gonna be on the podcast. It's fine. This is the entropy this show usually provides. If you want to do that as a follow-up podcast, but if you want to get your cords untangled before you do that one, that'd be good. Look at that. See, most comics say they can't produce their own stuff, but you just plugged an XLR just fine. You're basically ready. Here, I'll help you with that part. There we go.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, no problem, man.
Thanks for the help.
Your mic's hot, too. You're ready to rock and roll. I've missed this show. It's been a while. It's been over, I think, 5 or 6 months. I don't know why it took a hiatus. It took a hiatus because I wanted to come back and...
All right, go ahead and do the intro.
Do something more creative.
Are we live?
We're live, man. We've been live. I wanted to do something more creative when I brought this show back.
Good morning.
It feels like it's just about the same. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's 4:39 p.m. Darian, tell the people who you are.
Good morning. What's up, dude?
Hey, I'm Darian Irwin.
I'm stoked to be here. I'm sober as fuck. I'm hungover. We did a roast battle last night.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Truly.
No, I feel like the only thing that got roasted last night at the roast battle was the contestants by the judges. No, the actual contestants we didn't end up roasting each other.
Only thing that got roasted last night was those peanuts I ate.
It felt like I was a freshman that was riding the bus for the first time to high school last night.
Why?
Just in the sense of how the judges were like, that's how bad, how inexperienced I felt up there roasting compared to the judges being able to just turn and burn me in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, this really is its own
Well,
vein,
the judges
dude.
were the judges were Mike Eaton, Adam Lucky, and Martin Luther King. And I just think though they're very good roasters. They're all three of them are very, very, very fucking good roasters.
Yeah, Martin Luther King was a hell of a roaster.
Yeah.
He's been roasting people for well over, what now, 60 years?
I don't think he's that old, but I know he's been on Kill Tony for he's been a regular on Kill Tony for 3-4 years now.
Yeah, I thought we were going to play into the riff
whatever.
that David Lucas was Martin Luther King, actually.
He's
He's a career roaster.
Who are you talking about?
We're talking about David Lucas still. Yeah, right?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. We're back on it. Yep.
He's the king. What do you want me to say?
Of roasting?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially off the dome.
David Lucas? Yeah. He's the best in Austin. It's not even close.
Yeah.
I don't know who even would be close. I mean, next one might be Adam, I guess. Adam's unbelievable.
Mike's pretty creative.
But Mike Eaton is very good. Holy shit.
It's very creative.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Give it up for Mike Eaton, everybody.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a picture of Mike Eaton when we bring up his name.
Also,
when we bring up Martin Luther King,
I'm gonna ask him to
you're
send
gonna
me
have
a
a picture
picture
of Muhammad Ali. How about that?
It's been great. I could do that. Muhammad Ali with David Lucas. This is when this podcast first started, Darian. It was when I literally in the car on the way down to Austin a couple of the first times I was coming down here.
Yeah.
It was me in my driver's seat.
Yeah.
My mom hated that shit.
Yeah.
And then now
your mother, who's a staunch Democrat.
Staunch Republican. Right.
Democrat.
And no, dude, don't let her hear you say that.
Yeah.
Dude. Her middle name is Waylene, dude. You think she's a Democrat?
She way leans left. How about that?
Yeah. Okay, man. Pick your own battle.
Hey, Phillip's mom, fuck you.
Hey, when I invited Darian on the podcast, he said, "Hey, is it okay if I fuck with 6% of your viewership?" And I said, "Yeah, you can do that."
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. What's your mom's name?
Lynette.
She's in school.
Lynette's a sweet lady.
Yeah.
She's the best. She's one of the best venue managers of comedy in the business.
She manages a venue?
Yeah.
What does she manage?
Her garage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
The comedy scene was different here, though, man. The two people that were the most constant guest on this podcast recently choke slammed each other in the back of the creek 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's how far this podcast is going to be, a little small documentary of our time here.
Yeah.
Especially with a 6-month gap. They're going to be like, what happened? I wonder how the boys have been doing. And I
Yeah.
come back on, I'm like, they're not friends anymore.
Yeah, I didn't realize that those
Phillip
two
Garcia,
were the main
FaceTime
guests.
video.
Should we answer this?
Yeah, go for it. It's ringing in my
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hooked up.
How did you do that?
Hey, what's up? You're on the podcast right now.
Hey, they're giving out Overwatch 2 for free.
All right, Luke. This is. Hey, I'll call you back later. All right. This was not podcast material worthy.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Dude, can we FaceTime people?
Yeah, we can call people or whatever.
Let's call.
Yeah,
Let's
call 'em.
go.
You got to do it from or we can.
We've got controversies to go over here.
What are you thinking?
We gotta go. So me and Trey had a conversation last night, and what I didn't know when he came up to me was he'd already been doing coke for a while. So I'm curious.
You want this in the
I want to know if everything he said still stands now that he's not on coke, and I want it on the podcast.
That's funny, but I'm here to make a counter argument.
Okay.
4 p.m. the next day after coke, same mindset the night before in coke in terms of functionality of the brain.
No.
You don't think so? The hangover brain and coke brain are the same amount of functional?
Actually, no. If he's still mad, he's much more likely to tell me now that he's crashing.
So y'all paved over y'all's beef a little bit.
Let's find out.
Okay. I don't really have Trey's information. You give me his number. We'll call him up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Pack and Darian were long-standing friends. I mean, Trey saw Darian's first set apparently at the comedy club. They all started around.
It was not at a comedy club. It was at the worst bar.
It was the worst bar apparently.
Trey saw my first set ever on stage. That is true.
Right.
Do you need his number?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if we can get this done. How much debt do you think he owes? How likely is he to answer this phone call?
That's funny.
Yeah. Measure comics' debt basically by ringing them and seeing how many times they ignore it before they think, this is probably some guy that needs a flat tire changed.
Right, you got it.
Let's see. You got it?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. I thought you just are we so high? Are you so high that you?
I'm not high at all.
Okay,
I
good.
thought we were gonna be high.
I mean, you don't like to smoke flower though, do you?
I'll smoke some flower, dude.
Okay.
Sunflower.
I love a good cough reel.
I love sunflower seeds.
All right, we're calling Trey right now.
No, FaceTime him.
Once we connect, we can FaceTime.
Hello.
Hey Trey, this is Phillip Garcia. Do you mind if I FaceTime you?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
We're doing a podcast right now, and Darian's here, and he wants to speak with you. He said, "Give him 1 second." You look good. Did you hear me? I'm here with Darian.
What's up, dog?
And you're on the podcast.
You're on the
right
podcast.
now.
This is being recorded and will be on the internet.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Say that word you were talking about earlier.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so here's what we were talking about. You came up to talk to me last night, and when you came up to talk to me, I hadn't realized that you had already been doing cocaine for a while. So now we're curious to know, was the conversation we had last night a cocaine conversation, or does all that stuff still stand?
No, everything still stands.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you for a minute.
This is a crazy thing to
I don't believe
jump
you.
on a podcast.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
That's what I
This is a
said.
crazy conversation.
I just want to say,
be
Trey, when we first started, I said, "Hey, this is going on the internet." You know that, right?
I mean, this is a crazy thing for you to be.
Oh, Darian's being crazy. Oh, weird.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest. From
I had
from
been
what I'm
doing
putting
coke
together,
for a while, but I also like.
Well, you look like you've been eating cheese all day.
sounds like y'all really paved things over, though. It really does.
Yeah, hold on,
You look like you've been eating bags of shredded cheese.
dude. Hold on. Let me flip the. I just finished my taco.
One second. Let me flip it back around.
Shredded cheese on the floor, dude.
Okay, here you go.
Stop taking pictures.
It's all for the podcast, man. It's got to be. There's a little bit of content for it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Jesus. Well, I'm happy y'all two talked it out last night. Honestly, the thing is,
I'm pretty upset. I'll be honest with you. I truthfully, I think I'm gonna kill myself.
why?
I'll give you a lot of reasons, but I'll give you one reason that weighs about 9,000 pounds.
Dude, I'll tell you this. My favorite part is I woke up to a text message this morning from Darian that said, "You blocked me on Venmo, you fucking idiot."
Dude, yeah. So he got me an Uber from his house. Like, we walked from downtown back to his house last night. He got me an Uber, and I took the Uber because my phone was dead, right?
Right.
So
Try
I
to
went
hold it from the mic.
I
Sorry.
went. Don't interrupt
for
me
it.
while I'm telling a story. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Go for
you
it.
absolute nothing. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Hey,
Producing the podcast.
Oh my
You're
god!
cutting
Dude,
out.
shut the fuck up. Let me tell this story. So we walk back to his apartment. Trey almost dies. Right? It's only a half a mile walk.
that's not true.
It's 45 feet to his house, and we had to stop twice. And he
2.5
gets me
mile
an Uber.
walk.
Shut up! He gets me an Uber, right, back to from his house. It's $22. I go to Venmo. We just hashed everything out, right? I go to Venmo this guy. This motherfucker has me blocked on Venmo.
Trey, you're a petty little bitch for that.
You want to know how petty that is,
That's
bro?
that's a petty ex.
I didn't even know you could fucking do that.
I can explain.
The guy had me blocked on Venmo.
I can explain.
Are you shitting me?
Why Venmo? You were so mad at him you weren't willing to take money from the guy anymore?
No, okay.
What
so
the
no,
fuck? How mad do you have to be?
I owed.
You got me blocked on the Motel 6 app too?
Listen.
Am I blocked
had
on
owed him-
CarMax, you fucking idiot?
You deleted him on
Hey,
CoStar.
good luck sending me an email, faggot. You're blocked on everything, dude.
Phillip, I can explain.
I know.
No, I don't think you can.
Okay, so I had owed him money, right?
Okay.
So when I Venmoed him, I'd like, Darian's the type of guy to be like, all right, well, I'm just going to send this money back to him because he does, because I didn't have it to give him. And it was all right. Well, I'm not, just because we're arguing about this doesn't mean you have to pay me right this second. So I paid him and then blocked him because I didn't want him to send me the money back. And then I forgot all about it. And then, yeah.
Y'all missed each other so much. It's adorable.
No, I didn't at all.
No,
Now I realize the error of my ways.
That's so false.
I'm going to New York.
You two have
I gotta
been
get outta
lost
here.
souls.
Godzilla.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like y'all did well. Y'all did good.
We did
Yeah,
great.
it sounds like you need to go for a walk, you fucking fat idiot.
Oh,
Also, hey,
he's
Phil-
he's gone. That's one thing I can't get on board with. Is it you that you were telling me the good morning thing?
Yeah.
That you fuck with hostesses when you walk into like a, is it hostesses or hostess?
Twinkies?
When you walk in, you see the twink at the stand, and you go, and you say, "Hey, I need a table for two."
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about because you got me in the mindset.
Yeah,
when you walk in and say,
no.
yeah.
So one of my favorite things to do is I'll if you walk it just like it goes to show you how many people are just like completely on autopilot, right, in their lives. Like if I go to walk into a place,
Okay.
right. Here's my favorite thing: you walk into a place, it's 8:30 at night, like a restaurant, let's say, right?
Hi, welcome to Cheddar's.
Exactly. So they're sitting at the stand, right? You walk in, it's busy, right? It's a fucking night. It's 8:30. Everyone's dressed. It's a thing, right? You walk up, they say, "How can I help you?" And you say, "Good morning." People will break down.
They cry.
They cry.
They actually shed tears.
Sometimes they'll cry
Right.
because they're so confused as to what you just. But you have to also do it in a way that's like genuinely. You're wishing them a good morning.
And then it's almost like it's like Get Out when they take a picture. They snap the flash, and they're like, and like you remember, you know what I'm talking about, the movie Get Out? It's a reference.
No.
It's
I watched a thing on Pornhub called Get In.
Was it a play on Get Out?
I don't know.
Was it like one hot white girl? Like four? That's basically all Pornhub. Never mind.
Not the porn I watch.
Okay.
Mostly men.
You watch... See, I don't... sometimes I realize how much I am...
Gay? Don't come out.
No.
That's not. It'd be so gay.
It's
if
actually
you
the
came out as-
opposite.
It'd
I'm
be
not even
so
kidding you.
gay if you came out as
That's
gay
the
right
thing.
now.
I'm so comfortable with my sexuality because I know how straight I am. That's what I'll say. Listen,
How straight are you?
do you ever realize how much we subconsciously block the man out when you watch porn? I completely erase him.
Really?
I'll be like, oh fuck. That's really, it's a moment for me sometimes when I'm watching
That's
porn where I
interesting. Yeah,
realize
I only
he's there.
pay attention to the man.
Yeah,
I just think women are not important.
that's fair. So for yeah,
Also, they got that gash thing, which is gross.
yeah, orifice,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like that. If
that's
I'm watching porn, all dick.
right?
Yeah, I'm not gay, but I just can't. Women are just gross.
Yeah, what was God thinking? Hey, put an ear between my legs that has way more layers.
Yeah.
Oh, I want my ear to look like an onion, but down there.
Down under onion.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how many fruits are similar to the
Just
vaginal
make
shape.
out. We can just make it. We'll put it on Pornhub instead of putting it on fucking.
Well, We could.
What do you put this on?
We could. Everything. YouTube, Spotify. The audio goes like a podcast. And then if we could put we couldn't put what we put on YouTube on Pornhub, that's for sure.
Really?
Yeah, they would stop that shit so quick.
Pornhub?
YouTube, if I was about to, we could do whatever we want if we put on Pornhub.
Is that true? I actually thought that they block content that's not porn.
No, you can do. Well, maybe they are now, but I know a couple comics.
Because I had tried to
town.
put clips up on Pornhub before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a friend who he runs it's called Girls Watching Porn, or Girls React to Porn.
Okay.
But it's like an actual podcast where the guest sits with the porn star that they talk about her porn, and they talk about what kind of porn she prefers.
Okay.
And then why she's attracted to it, and then the ethics of porn and stuff like that. And not only does that get a lot of viewership, but it doesn't really. I guess they show porn in a small window.
It's also
it's really
interesting.
Yeah, it's actually interesting.
It's very interesting.
To me, they'd be like, we don't need our viewers posting content.
Oh, us?
Yeah. That's what they would say. They'd email me. They'd be like, hey, you have the wrong kind of account.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I've never paid for porn.
We should do a podcast on Pornhub. We should do a Pornhub podcast.
Like a reaction to porn.
That might be fun.
But here's the thing. I am never getting on that website unless I'm trying to not do something really stupid.
Like what?
I don't know. Whatever not letting my fucking seed out is going to create. Whatever entropy in the world I'm going to cause if I don't come when I need to sometimes.
You don't think that'd be a fun podcast to do, though? Like, just watch the craziest videos on Pornhub that we can find?
That sounds... I mean, listen, I know I give off a Ricky Randy kind of vibe.
What does that mean? I don't know what Ricky
Look at
Randy
me.
means. I don't know what the...
I look like a guy who would be down to watch some sick porn with the dudes.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
That's not the case.
Okay.
I guess we could, and I'd be a great react. Because
Because you don't want to do it.
No, I do not.
Yeah, if you were too into it, it'd be fucking weird.
Yeah. Which is also a good react.
Yeah, that's also true, too. I bet that was a podcast in which we'd both find out a lot about ourselves.
It's just you and I.
Yeah.
But it's just silent.
That will end up with us having sex at some point.
I'm not having sex no matter how much straight porn is on.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm just telling you, if we do that podcast, I give it 10 episodes. 10 episodes. I leave Taylor. We moved to fucking Boca Raton.
Boca Raton. we're really going. We get 2 chihuahuas that wear fucking puff jackets.
Yeah.
If I could put a dog in a puffer jacket, I would not.
All right.
Yeah. Could you imagine what it would be like if you couldn't sweat and you had to cool down by panting?
No. I can't imagine what it's like to not sweat.
You'd be hot. You feel like a muffin.
I sweat all the time. People ask me, "Are you okay?"
It's a matter of where I'm sweating on my body. It's not a matter of when.
Yeah.
It's just say it's right now. It's on my forehead.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit on my lower back.
Yeah.
I've tweeted the other day. I said, my lower back sweats so much while I shit that I don't even need a bidet.
Ew.
It was right, dude,
Ew.
but there's so many times I shit and then I have to unroll some more toilet paper to pat my lower back.
That's fucking gross, dude.
It's weird, man.
That's gross.
Also, the weird thing about me, I don't grow much body hair. My
Yeah.
only place I really grow body hair is on my lower back. And I have a hairy ass.
Yeah.
And I don't have a hairy chest at all.
Yeah.
My legs aren't that hairy.
Your chest is pretty hairy. Let me see again.
It's not that hairy, man.
Let me
That's
see.
it.
Let me see.
That's it.
Oh, that's not that hairy.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right.
right.
You're right. I'm starting to get hair on my shoulders and back and shit.
That's something I have no trace of whatsoever.
I'm starting to get it. It's coming in.
What does that mean?
That it's almost over.
Yeah, but what biological purpose is that
We're almost
serving?
done.
That we, that old men start growing moss on them.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent
That's
of
what
a
happens,
stone
yeah.
that sits
You
there.
hang around too long, you start picking shit up.
Your ears and nose never stop growing your entire life.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I look around at some old people though. I'm like, that isn't.
You must have had some tiny ears.
Yeah.
I also.
Because I don't know about you, but if it was me, I'd be up there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm going to have, satellite dishes on the side of my head by the time I have 2 Dish Network fucking dishes on the side of my head by the time I'm fucking 6 years old. I have huge
Put a
ears,
lip
dude.
in your ear.
I could not have any bigger ears. Look at my ear.
I'm a big ear guy too. Oh, you got the upper half. I got you beat on the lower half.
You got the big
Look
ass
at that
lobes.
Buddha ass shit,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
People
fucked
rub
up.
my belly sometimes at restaurants.
Really?
Yeah. If I stand,
I rub my own belly. At
if I stand near the host stand, they walk
Yeah.
up and they go, I'm like, no. I'm
seems
real.
really inappropriate.
I'm real.
Yeah.
They think I'm a Buddha statue. I hate that I had to explain that.
Between me and you, it seems like it's crazy that you have that problem.
For me, it's a matter of posture and mentality. Like if I'm thinking, like, hey, tighten up, I can look okay. Like watch this. Ready? Watch my face.
Why did you hit yourself with the microphone?
And I'm not aware of what
That
my
was
hands
the
do at any
dumbest thing
time.
I've ever seen. You literally, all you had to do was sit there. You literally were just like, all right, let's podcast.
It's me. I
fuck.
have narcolepsy.
That was wild.
That's what it. Yeah.
That really, the last one I did really hurt.
These have cushions on. That's why you think these are for the pandemic,
Yeah.
buddy. This is a fucking right wing podcast.
What?
These are for fucking a little bit
Yeah.
of it. Yeah. Call it a pod pump.
Okay. Fuck Joe Biden.
Okay, let's talk about that.
No, bleep that out. I don't. I'm very apolitical. I don't care. I just thought you might agree with that since you said it was a right wing podcast.
This is not.
Is this a right wing podcast?
No.
Are you a right wing guy?
I'm too dumb
Are you
to be political.
You are a staunch Republican.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair to say.
He said, "I'm too dumb to be political." You are a fascist. That's fair.
Yeah. Lines up perfectly.
That makes sense.
So I'm too dumb to do politics. You said you're a staunch Republican. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works, man. I think the real only question we should be asking right now is what are they teaching our kids in these fucking schools?
Yeah.
What is going on
It's a war of information.
in these schools? Exactly. They're indoctrinating. The only reason I even brought this up because I learned that word this week.
Indoctrination.
And it's a fun one.
You
Sounds
didn't-
like I'm playing a whole drum set in my mouth.
You didn't know what the word indoctrinate means before this week?
I knew what it meant.
Also, I'm starting to realize I'm very apolitical. I am very apolitical, but I'm starting to realize all my friends are actually Republicans because they all are starting to regurgitate the same Fox News talking points to me. Like I'll be talking. I've heard three of my friends separately have just in conversation sprinkled in war of information,
Right.
and you're like, and then. Somebody, it was like, you did it. Somebody else did it. And I was like, you're the second person to do that. And then a third person did it. And I was like, where's that from? They're like, it's a Fox News. I was like, oh my God, all my friends are fucking.
I'm not watching Fox News. I'm falling asleep with YouTube, and I think it's auto playing its way into Tucker Carlson segments. Because I've watched like Tucker Carlson skits before, but I think YouTube doesn't understand like irony. So it's like
YouTube
it's just like
doesn't understand irony.
it doesn't.
Interesting.
It's just like here's real Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
And then I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And then I'm just in my brain.
I also think though, do you think that you also don't? You're starting to not know where the line is for you on.
This is what I've observed. I've observed that all my friends who very devoutly say they are apolitical tend to be Republican. Because they're scared. It's okay,
so
man.
they're hiding behind saying they're
come on
apolitical.
out.
Oh, interesting.
Come on out of the closet. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think comics are always fine. Comics always find like. So if it's like the center is off center, off right, I think comics always like come around there. So right now, I think we're pulling back from that lockdown situation where everyone got pretty tired of progressivism because it took away freedoms from people, right? And it's like, I think that caused us to like everyone to kind of snap back, and it took some of the middle back with it, like a wave receding, and it'll crash back the other way, go until it like settles, and then there'll be like another big thing that causes a wave, like a Trump presidency, and it'll happen all over again.
Yeah.
I think every podcast episode I do is a furthermore. It's a NFT declaration of me saying I'm never gonna work a desk job, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to after
Right. Well, I'm not saying every episode is a further declaration. It's
Yeah.
not. I don't think that declaration holds up in court. I'm
No.
probably going to end up having to work a desk job.
You think so?
Yeah, and then I'll be sitting here watching this moment. 15 years down the line. Let's call it 10,
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
4.5 months,
Yeah.
and I'm at my desk job and I'm having to go through and delete it all because I'm looking at promotion because they realized they hired a guy with some pretty good credentials, and I'm like just watching them all for old time's sake, and I see this part, and it's all gone. This was the last episode I ever did.
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe for you. I will not work a desk job.
Fuck no, man.
No, I refuse.
I'll sell cars before I work a desk job, dude.
Isn't it the same thing?
I don't know. However you think about things is how you think about things.
All right. Well, that's an interesting perspective, but I don't, dude. The last thing I want is a real fucking job. I was talking to Taylor about it. I'd rather just make way less money and we'll just be poor our whole fucking life and live our life than fucking spend all my time fucking wasting away at some fucking bullshit job.
There's a huge, probably 80% of me wants to blow up the TV, move to the country. You know the song.
Yeah.
Spanish Pipe Dream.
Yeah.
It's literally just build you a home, grow me some peaches, plant a little garden, try to find Jesus on your own.
It's called tequila.
Yeah? Have you ever seen someone karaoke that song? Tequila.
Yeah. Somebody did it on America's Got Talent or whatever.
Sure, they fucking did.
Yeah. All right. You can watch it.
I hate that show.
You know who Mr. Beast is? You ever watched him? Not Mr. Beast. You know Mr. Beast. He's the biggest YouTuber on planet Earth. I'm talking about L.A. Beast. You ever watched him?
Sounds familiar.
L.A. Beast is a guy who eats stuff.
Yes. I've heard of this guy.
I watched him this morning eat
Is he
a cactus.
what? Like with the needles on it?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Content.
Yeah, you're right. This is not going to do well.
No.
Yeah, there's a guy out there doing that.
There's a guy out there eating cacti.
Yeah.
Plural. He ate 2.
He ate 2 of the cacti.
He ate cacti.
So he ate 1 and was like,
Yeah. You know what his next video was?
what?
Eats 10 cacti.
You're lying to me.
No, bring him up. Bring him up. He's a fucking genius, dude.
So
he really is.
So he just,
L.A. Beast. Look him up.
is this all he does is eat shit?
Yes. Dude, he's so good at it.
Oh, he's pretty jacked. This guy's big. See cactus here. Yeah, man, but when he tells people at the bar that he does this shit, it's so annoying, I bet. You know what I mean?
Have a good day.
Sorry. Let's just skip into him.
And even sometimes you feel like you're starting to hallucinate. And hopefully, after eating those 4 ghost peppers, it'll start to feel like I have zero
this is not the
fucking
cacti
clue
one.
No, it is.
of what's going on around
Oh, this is a
me.
different
He's
cactus
just
one.
screaming how he
This
feels.
is the one I'm talking about after, where he goes.
Yeah.
So he eats 1 cactus on camera, and then his next video, he's just like, "All right,
Why would
this week we're gonna step it up.
Why would I watch the one cactus?
I'm eating 10 cacti."
And guess what he's washing it down with? Crystal Pepsi.
Next week, join me. I'm gonna eat a wrench.
I'm gonna eat a wrench and swallow. I'm gonna build a house inside my stomach.
I'm gonna eat a tire iron.
30 degrees.
I just want to get to the part where people can hear him eating
I did
cactus.
spend $200.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Crushing. That dude's crushing.
1.2 million views.
He's got
on
another
that
one.
video.
He eats 400 eggs or something. I don't know.
No, 2.2 million views. Wow.
That's the fall of our empire.
Truly.
That's what that is.
Yeah. Here we're back. We're back on it.
Back on this.
Yeah.
But I mean, that guy rules.
Phil and Darian fix the country. Is that the name of
Maybe.
the episode? Yeah.
Maybe.
Phil and Darian watch porn. Yeah, I think, is it evolution that we've found something that can like make us just like, ow my balls. Have you seen Idiocracy?
Are you okay? What just happened?
That's like what
You all right?
TikTok does to me.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right. Now I get what you're doing. I thought that was just happening.
No.
I thought you had just had a stroke.
I'm gonna clip it
No.
where you're acting because you were just like,
No, I don't fucking, dude. I was on Instagram this morning and I was so tired and I was just thinking, wow, I just should go back to sleep. What the fuck am I even doing? I was just scrolling endlessly for fucking ever.
okay,
It was depressing.
huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I think, dude, the amount that they're able to fucking control our brains through these phones is not good, dude. Not good for you.
Here's something I think that the timeline of is insane. They found
Have
out.
you seen the movie timeline?
No.
They go back in time to 18th century France.
Okay.
No, it's got Conley in it. Bill Conley?
I don't know.
Bill Conley? Scottish actor.
Okay.
Scottish comedian. Stand-up, actually. Also actor. It's got...
Is it a comedy?
It's got... No. It's got... what's his fuck's in it? Paul Crasher. No, Paul Walker.
Nice.
No, that's a William Montgomery joke. He goes, I've seen him do it. Oh my God. He goes, Paul Walker, more like Paul Crasher.
What is the tag to it?
And he goes, I heard he crashed because the director forgot to yell cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. William is unbelievable. He crushed on. I went and did Nashville with Tony and him, and he murdered every show. Unbelievable. Anyways, no, but Timeline, great film. Michael Crichton book. I used to be a huge Michael Crichton fan growing up.
Okay.
Michael Crichton famously wrote Jurassic Park, Congo, Andromeda Strain, Timeline, The Invisible Man.
Guy's
And
a
a myriad of other books.
And you read those books?
I've read all of them. I've read almost everything.
You
he's
didn't ever
written.
watch any of the movies?
Well, no, I watched most of the movies.
Are you
yeah.
still a pretty solid reader?
No, not as much as I used to be, and not as much as I want to be now.
Why did you read back then so much?
Well, I didn't have my phone.
What age did you get a phone?
Well, I had a flip phone when I was in high school. So
Yeah.
It just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same thing.
Right. I had flip phones until I was in... I remember like that Katana. The Razor came out when I was like in 5th grade.
Dude, I wanted a fucking I wanted a T-Mobile Sidekick so fucking bad.
Yeah, we all wanted to be fucking Hillary fucking Clinton, whatever her name was. That's not her name at all. I'm thinking of Paris
Hillary
Hilton.
Duff.
That too.
Hillary Duff's thick. You seen her lately?
She came and dined where I work.
She don't mess around, dude.
And I
Duff?
want to tell you,
Duffy was
it's
where you
real.
were?
It's real.
Really?
Yes. Also, Craig Robinson, one of the funniest people in the world. Naturally. Come out at 9 a.m. The dude is in his own floaty that he brought or went and bought around town. Or I'd like to imagine he flew with it in his suitcase to bring down to the pool. And then I get there at 10. We open at 11. Yeah. I get there at 10. He's like, I've been here since 9. I'm like, I'll get you anything you want right now. We don't open for another hour. But he was the only guy in the pool.
He rules, dude.
He's just truly... I think he did Creek. I think it was the same night he did Creek where he...
That was fun.
Yeah. I think that's what I would... I think I'd be close to that. If I had not... Because I wake up 7 to 9 usually, naturally.
Yeah.
I would end up at a pool if I just was stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
And that was my job, traveling. Yeah, do you ever worry about the loneliness of traveling if everything goes well?
Oh no, because if it's going as well as I want it to go, then I'll have my friends with me.
Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do worry about not making it well enough to bring my friends, and then it's lonely. That sucks.
It's a torturous system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I'm very good at keeping myself busy, especially during the day.
Okay.
You know, I'll fucking hike around, do some drugs. You know.
When I go on vacation, like recently when I was in LA, I had the rental car, and after I dropped the boys off at the airport, and I was just me and myself for 6 hours, I realized like how monotonous everything like I do is. Even on like I'm in a different city is like I can go to a museum.
Yeah.
It's like I can go to this. I'm like, why do I went to LA to go to a fucking art museum? It's like, no, I went to go to see L.A.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I just like to drive around the rental car. I got that rental car with like 38 miles on it.
Yeah.
It was a 2023 Toyota Camry. I turned it in with over 600 miles on it.
Yeah. No, I do the same thing. Just drive. Why would you not just do that? Drive around, discover stuff, stop places, interesting stores.
We talked
whatever,
about this the other day. Driving through the mountains up there is like
my favorite thing to do.
It's an actual roller coaster
That's
that
the
should
best.
not be legal for anybody to do.
Oh, why? Why is that?
It's that's nightmarish, man.
Oh, we're having completely different opinions on that.
16-year-olds can drive in California?
Yeah, they can drive here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your point?
That's crazy to think that some 16-year-old is living up on the top of that mountain driving their car down that hill every day.
Why? You can fly at 15. You need a pilot's license at 15 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's not that insane.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not that crazy.
You can't
now,
do too
also,
much damage
like,
with
now
an
the
airplane.
problem,
You
the
can't
problem,
start a war or
the
anything.
problem is well, the plane one's interesting because you could start a war with that. Could you imagine a 15-year-old flying around Alaska all of a sudden like, well, I'll go to Russia,
Yeah.
whatever.
Break
You just-
airspace.
Yeah, break airspace or whatever, and you're just like, I don't know, I'm just hanging out, whatever. They shoot something, and then we shoot something. All of a sudden,
Dude, do not give any
nuclear
of
arms?
my 15-year-old Alaskan viewership any ideas.
Do you remember that kid? Do you remember that kid from fucking Seattle who stole that? He stole a which airline was it? An Alaska Airlines fucking plane.
You're talking about the guy that crashed into the island?
Yes.
And then they asked him if
Yes.
he had any flight experience, and he
Yes.
goes, yeah, I did.
I play a lot of video games.
There's a great, we talked about this documentary before on this podcast. It's the Glitch in the Matrix or something like that.
I love that one.
Yeah. Sam Castillo and I had like, you know Sam? Dude, that guy is like a conspiracy library.
Really?
Yeah, he's not like batty about it. He just
Right.
knows it all.
Yeah.
And then like you ask him about it, he's like, no. He's like, well, here's the facts that make it more believable than
Interesting.
the actual ones. He's really good at that.
Yeah.
We talked about that specifically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that documentary is crazy. Carves the inside of you out because it gives you like 4 examples
Nah,
of.
it's okay.
But like, oh man, I think
Although
it might
also
be in
the,
a fucking
the
video
whole,
game.
Yeah, no. It's a fun thing to ponder about. But like so like sim theory is very fun to talk about and one of the most interesting things to talk about in my opinion.
Okay.
And may be completely true, but in terms of the movie is very anecdotal. The movie doesn't really like provide any like hard evidence.
You good?
I'm good. Yeah.
Wow, flour really does fuck you up way faster than when you. This guy takes like 500 milligrams of edibles and it does nothing to him.
Oh no. I'm not high at all. I just don't like smoking.
But you look high right now.
Oh well, that's rude.
Your eyes are relaxed.
Oh, sling's going off. What the fuck does that mean?
Nothing like a work scheduling notification app. Oh my god, dude! Should I bitch about my job on the podcast?
Yeah, go for it.
They're keeping the pool open till November 16th.
Okay.
It's fucking freezing. There's nobody out there. I'm out there.
Yeah.
In an all khaki uniform.
So what do you do
There's
when the pool's closed?
They're gonna try to make me a server. They better make me a fucking server.
Yeah.
Inside where there's heat.
Nice.
Right now they're just like, look at Phil out there leeching off the tip pool, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, please let me come inside.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
November 16th, you said 14th.
16th.
Yeah, that's pretty
Which
late.
is insane.
It's late in the
Because that's what Texans do. We like to swim on like near Thanksgiving.
If it's hot enough.
It's not.
If it is.
This is what it's like right now.
All the time.
In November, it's definitely, you're not swimming in Texas in November.
Really.
I would say no. Definitely not. Maybe in a freak, like maybe once every 3 years, maybe it hits like 90 again or
You're
something
a
like
freak,
that.
dude.
I'm pretty freaky.
Yeah.
I'm pretty freaky.
Yeah.
This is a.
Dude, just like 2 days ago, it was like 90 degrees.
That's not true. It was like 74.
No. I was outside.
If I had a weather app that went back in time, I would fucking pull it up right now.
I bet you would. How are we looking on time?
We're at 48 minutes.
Nice.
We can stop right now.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, this was the episode of With Phillip Garcia. Welcome back. If you made it this long, then smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, dude.
Yeah, this was an absolute dud of an episode, but
Yeah?
we'll get better.
No, the beginning was good.
Nah, we'll see.
We had a good 20
see.
minutes up top.
We'll see.
And that's usually what happens. So, all right. See you next week. Later.